The Iguazú Falls, one of the biggest water systems, no, it is actually the biggest water system in the world. And I'm crossing the border there, so incredible. Unfortunately, one of the parts that's called the Waterfall is not available right now. But anyway, we did a trail on the Argentinian side, which not many people do. So I will mention that name of the trail into the description, so make sure to read it. During the walk, I'm having a conversation which is really interesting. It's a conversation with Mathijs. Mathijs is a friend of mine, and he have done and tried many different types of training, and he has built an insane physique. So we're gonna talk a little bit about training and habits. So make sure to watch the whole video, so you will see the Brazilian side, the Argentinian side. And also we were in a hotel which was in the park itself on the Argentina side. It was an absolutely amazing adventure there. So make sure to watch the whole video so you will see it all. So if you go to the Iguazú Falls, you can see it in 2 days. 1 day for the Argentinian side and 1 day for the Brazilian side. We took a lower pace, so we did the Argentina side, the lower part, then the next day we went to Brazilian side, and then the other day we went back to the Argentinian side, since we had all the time and we were sleeping in the park on the Argentinian side. So, Mathijs, I know you for many years and you've been training for many years as well, and I saw that you built an amazing physique, but you switched in different types of training styles. So what would you say is the best way of training, in your opinion nowadays, to keep on progressing in training, feel fit, and stay in shape?
Well, first of all, I'm not sure if the best in this regard even exists. To me, training is, first of all, it's very personal. So what works for me probably doesn't work for you. It's very important to find your own style of training and getting fit. Let's break it down to the basis. And the basis for me is building healthy habits, stacking those healthy habits in order to accomplish behavioral changes that are lasting. There's this discrepancy almost between direct satisfaction and delayed gratification. Your brain is only interested in one thing, and that's keeping you alive, and not keeping you alive in the long run, but just keeping you alive in the coming 5 minutes. So you are trained to just go for the quick fix, to eat that bag of chips on the couch watching a show, or just eat or drink really sugary things, because that will increase your chances to stay alive, basically.
Is it the chance or the feeling?
It's the feeling that drives you. We're driven by hormones, but your brain is making sure you feel the need to go for that quick fix. However, that's not beneficial for you in the long run. Let's get practical. I mean, it's not fun to jump in a cold bath like every morning, right?
No, for me definitely no.
No. And I think that's a good example. So you do that every morning. It's not very pleasant at first, but you reap the rewards ultimately. For me, that's the way I like to approach training.
Basically, if people want to change into a healthier habits, every time, the same time you're gonna do for example, exercises, try to get into a routine, just by starting to connect the habits towards a settled time, for example?
At first, yeah. At first you need to build routines. And at first you need discipline, or maybe you need to force yourself even to develop those kind of habits. So like I said, it will transcend in new behavior. So for me now, it's easier to do healthy things. I mean, we can dive into that a little bit deeper. I mean, what's healthy and what's not, but I'm using a conscious process to transform that in something subconscious. So something that's easier to do, something that will happen automatically.
So people cannot expect that they are gonna build new habits in a few days.
No, you need the first days it will always be a bit hard, so you need to challenge yourself to try, and after a lot of trial and error, because you keep on doing it, it will be non-conscious, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, and then it gets easier. So it's the path of least resistance after a while.
So you just saw a trail on the Argentinian side, which is not far from the Melia Hotel, and now we are into the Brazilian side. It was a really rainy day. It was hard to keep enjoying the time we had there. I was like drenched until my underwear at the end of the day. Luckily it was like not too cold, and even when we got close to the waterfall, really close to the Devil's Throat on the Brazilian side, the water from the waterfall was even warmer than the rain itself. Back to the Argentinian side. Now you're seeing the higher tracks that you can do there. You don't need much time since the Devil's Throat is closed. I don't know when it's gonna be opened again, but you need a few hours, like 2 hours, and you've seen the higher part already. So that's why you could consider just to do like the lower and higher part in a day, and then you're all set when you're not in the park itself, for example. So I'm finishing off in the hotel, where you can see in the background, you can see the Iguazú Falls, and at the main time you hear the musicians doing their thing. Make sure to subscribe, don't forget to hit the like button, and let me know what country I should visit. Maybe it's yours, and maybe I can even give you some training in real life there. Let me know.